Landing pages are the most essential way to convert your web visitors into leads. But with every single element playing a role, how do you know which is converting and which are not? Well, look no further as I explain to you in this video the importance of A/B testing your landing pages and how to get started with it. Hey guys, it's Geordie here from Neighborhood, where we help brands find, sell, and keep their people. Let's start with the basics. What is A/B testing? A/B testing refers to the comparison of two versions of the same piece of content, with one item changed on the variation. For instance, you might create a variation of an existing landing page and tweak the headline or change the color of the CTA. During the test, you'll be able to see which version generated more engagement, including click-throughs and conversions, and adjust your strategy accordingly. Because customers use their intuition and gut feeling to determine whether or not they'll convert, it's our job to create an interface that establishes trust, knock over any roadblocks that may stand in the way, and hack into the minds of our customers to find out what makes them tick. Secondly, why should you A/B test your landing pages? Well, there are multiple reasons why doing so can help your lead generation. Firstly, higher conversion rates. As many marketers have come to realize, the cost of acquiring quality traffic can be pretty huge. A/B testing lets you make the most out of your existing traffic and helps you increase conversions without having to spend on getting new traffic. Also, A/B testing can provide you with higher ROI, as sometimes even the most minor changes can result in a significant increase in conversions. Secondly, reducing bounce rates. One of the most important ways to track whether your website is worthwhile in the eyes of your customers is to track your bounce rate. As different websites serve different goals and cater to different audiences, there's no surefire way to fix a bounce rate. But A/B testing is your best bet. By testing your website over and over to find the best possible landing page formula is guaranteed to improve your user experience, as well as increase the time visitors spend on your site and reduce those bounce rates. Thirdly, to ease visitors' pain points. Visitors come to your website to achieve a specific goal. It might be to understand more about your product or service, or to learn more about a topic. Whatever the goal may be, they may face some common pain points in trying to achieve that goal. It could be confusing copy or a hidden CTA button. Not being able to achieve their goals can seriously dampen the overall user experience, increase friction, and ultimately impact your conversion rates. Next is to increase engagement. While having a visitor hit your CTA is a great feeling, even if they don't, remember that your landing page also acts as a way for spreading your message. If your landing page speaks to a visitor who isn't ready to convert or buy, they might instead decide to follow you on your socials or check out your blog. Just because that consumer doesn't buy right now doesn't mean they won't return later. Now that you know a little bit more of what A/B testing is and how it can help your business, there are several key parts to put into play. Let's go through each of the ways you can change up your landing pages for maximum engagement and conversion potential. First is A/B testing the CTA button. The success of your CTA often comes down to your turn of phrase, where you position it, and even the color choice. In regards to the phrasing, you want to look into how exactly you want your leads to interpret your words, because you can actually say a lot without realizing. For example, you could say, download the ebook, or you could change it up and say, download our ebook. Ensure that when you're carrying out this testing, that the messaging and wording is descriptive enough and the message is clear so people know full well what to expect. Not only is the copy super important, the placement of the CTA plays a much larger role than you think. Understanding that your leads need to get a good grasp on your product offering before feeling comfortable enough to click on a CTA, you may want to give them this opportunity by placing your CTA lower on the page. You don't want to spook them with a CTA before they know what they're in for. The last component of your CTA that you can A/B test is the design. Changing simple design aspects is possibly the fastest and easiest way to test the website visitor response quickly and establish a connection. Have a look at which colors match your branding and which your ideal buyer will respond to the most. A quick Google search of CTA psychology can tell you which colors cause certain emotions. For example, red, the color of blood, can be associated with energy, speed, strength, love, and power. But be mindful, as it can also represent war, danger, or anger. Second is A/B testing the headline. First impressions only come around once, so you've got to make it count. As with the copy of your CTA, the way you decide to phrase your headlines can make or break your landing pages. Regardless of whether you believe your headline is strong and clear enough already, ensure you're getting the absolute most out of your landing page by putting your linguistic genius to the test. You don't necessarily have to overhaul the entire headline. You can even alter keywords or use related words instead. Remember, it's all about customer experience, so you have to make a considerable effort to focus on the preferences of your customer rather than your own. Third is A/B testing the images. Aesthetics certainly matter in the world of landing pages. The imagery you choose to select has to communicate that which your copy can't. So ensure that your chosen images aren't pushing people away. Using images just for the sake of it may actually be detrimental to your marketing efforts. Make sure that you experiment with different images or even video to test whether your landing pages even needs an image. Whether you choose to use images or not, make sure that it's a strategic decision. Fourth is testing the copy. Your landing page copy has to play to the emotions, thoughts, and feelings of your ideal customers. Write copy that will stop them in their tracks because it speaks to them. So say something meaningful every time. You can even include any glowing customer reviews you may have to improve the trust you portray without having to say as much. Lastly is testing the form. The form is particularly important because it's how you actually get them from point A to point B. First off, consider things like how many form fields you're using and what you should ask in those fields. While a name and an email address is great for a simple newsletter subscription, you should be collecting more info on some of your downloadable content offers. This is a trade of value. You're delivering value to the prospect, so in turn, you should be receiving value from your marketing efforts in the form of that all-important info. If you're finding this video helpful, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And if you're on YouTube, be sure to click that bell so you don't miss out on any of our videos when they go live. Now that you know what you can actually A/B test, let's make sure you're doing the best job possible by running through some best practices. 1. Test a single variable. Ensure that at first you make small incremental changes to your landing page so you can isolate the results from changing a particular component. If you're doing too many things at once, things can very quickly get confusing and you'll miss what made the positive impact. Secondly, keep it running. If you choose to remove an image as part of your landing page A/B testing, ensure you're still running and testing against the original. That's the only way you'll be able to see a change. Thirdly, test at the same time. Testing different pages at different times won't provide you with an accurate comparison of their effectiveness. If you're using HubSpot, it will automatically split the traffic to each variation randomly to ensure the most valuable comparison information. And that's it. Now you should feel more than ready to flesh out an optimization plan and start testing each and every one of your landing pages to significantly improve your user's experience to bring out the most squeaky clean version of your website. If you enjoyed this video, then feel free to share it with someone you know that needs a hand with A/B testing. You can also subscribe to our blog, where you'll find a bunch more tools, tips, and templates to help you find, sell, and keep your people, just like Neighborhood does. So that's it from me. Happy marketing.